So in 3/8 notes, we're going to be writing equations with angles. So we need to talk about an exterior angle first. So let's go ahead and write this definition. I want to be able to maybe draw a couple of pictures above it. Okay, so leave yourself a little bit of room. But an exterior angle by definition is an angle between any side of a shape, any side of a shape, and a line extended from the next side. So let's just say above here we draw a hexagon, right? A six-sided shape. And leave yourself enough room, but maybe we'll also draw a triangle. Okay. And if I go ahead and extend one of these sides, so if I just took this side and I went ahead and extended it, and I took this side of the triangle and I went ahead and extended it, then by definition of what it says here, right? It says it's an angle between any side of a shape and a line extended from the next side. Well, the red is the line extended from the next side, so it's between the shape and that extended line. It's between the shape and that extended line. Those that I drew, I'm not saying they're equal, so I'll maybe make them marked a little bit different, but those that I just drew there in blue are what are called exterior angles. Okay? All right, so let's make some, just do some work here from what we've done. I hope you see in these three pictures, 1, 2, and 3. 1, I hope you see a triangle, and then I hope you see a straight angle. That's the old way. Okay, because we're going to still go with that. So if I were to just do the triangle stuff like I'm used to, if I took the 80 and 60, 140, subtracted from 180, I would get 40 degrees here. And then if I did the straight angle, I would see that x is 180 minus 40, which is 140 degrees. Okay, so x equals 140 degrees. And I could just box that right there in the picture for myself. All right, in number 2, let's do this again. Triangle, 90 and 45. If I subtract from 180, I'll get that this angle's 45 degrees. See the straight angle once again. 180 minus 45 tells you that x will equal 135 degrees. Okay, so again, let's do 3 with the old stuff. 100 plus the 32. If you subtract that from 180, you'll get the third angle in the triangle is 48 degrees. Using the straight angle then, 180 minus 48 tells you that x would equal 132 degrees. Okay. Now, if we notice, let's go to our exterior angle formula, and then we'll come back and make some connections. But if we come down to our exterior angle formula, let's make some connections with past things that we've done. So let me just put 1, 2, 3, and 4 for our angle numbers. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And just give me some general equations, right? I don't have x's or numbers in here. We're just going to call them angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. I'm just not going to write the angle symbol for a moment. So what do you know about the triangle? You should know that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 180. Due to the straight angle right here, you should agree that angle 4 plus angle 3 equal 180. Well, notice the parts that are equal, guys. And I'm looking at these kind of columns here. I don't know why it's not cooperating and keeps moving on me. Sorry about that. But here's what I'm saying. Notice both of the 180s are here. They're equal. Both the equal signs are equal. Both the 3s are equal. Well, if everything so far is equal, that must be telling me that 1 and 2 must equal 4, okay, to be lined up there. And angle 1 plus angle 2 equaling angle 4 is what is called the exterior angle theorem. So notice in this picture now, angle 4, which is an exterior angle, it's the new stuff, is supposed to equal the other two angles in the triangle that are not supplement to it. Okay, so not the one that's right next to it, but these two are supposed to add up to that. All right, so now you need to be able to recognize in a picture this very same thing. Notice up here, now we're making connections. So here's a new way to use the exterior angle theorem. We should know that this x is 140 because the angles in the triangle that are not attached to it are 60 and 80. 60 plus 80 is 140. Likewise, we should know this x of 135 because the two angles in the triangle that are not attached to it are 90 and 45, and 90 plus 45 is 135 degrees. Once again, we should know this x is 132 degrees simply by doing the exterior angle formula, which says that the two angles in the triangle that are not attached to it, the 100 and the 32, are supposed to add to 132. Okay, so that's just a different way to get a hold of some equations based on what kind of different information you could be given. Okay, all right, so let's say write equations that relate angles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, no specific numbers in here. We're just going to use angles. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the first one. So in problem 1, okay, for example, we know, again, 1 plus 2 plus 3, and we're talking about angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 180 because they're in a triangle. And likewise, we're supposed to know that 3 plus 4 equals 180. So this is back to like coming up with all the equations you possibly can, guys. Okay, so that you have some way to start. Those first two are old stuff. The new stuff from today, we're supposed to know the exterior angle formula, which says that angle 1 plus angle 2 equals the exterior angle 4. Okay. I don't see any more for that problem. And now let's look at 2 and come up with as many as we can. All right, first one, little old stuff. I hope you're seeing that the triangle. So angle 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 180. Okay. I hope you're seeing that because of the triangle. I hope you notice that 1 is an exterior angle. And we're talking based on just looking at this part of the triangle. If you're just looking at that, 1 is an exterior angle. So I hope you're seeing that angle 4 plus 2 equals angle 1. Could you write 2 plus 4 equals 1? Yes, it doesn't matter. That order doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to erase that color so I'm not confusing you when we do the next part. Let's see, what else do we know? All right, well, that's what this chapter is about. If you went here, these are the appropriate parts that are parallel. And so I hope you're recognizing that angle 4 would equal angle 5 because those would be alternate interior angles. So 4 equals 5. Okay. Well, then let's also talk about another Z. So this is a weird looking one, but here we go. That is a Z with the appropriate parts being parallel. And that is supposed to mean to you that this angle from purple to purple equals this angle from purple to purple. Okay, so write an equation for that. What you're really telling me is that you just figured out that angle 1 equals angle 2 plus 5. Okay, angle 1 equals 2 plus 5. All right, need to get rid of some of the color so that I can go with more. So next I am noticing that I could do the letter C in here. Here's the C that I am going with the appropriate parts parallel. And we know that in a C, these two angles inside, which I'll mark differently because I'm not saying they're equal, they are supplementary. So you should be telling me that 3 plus 2 plus 5 equals 180. Don't forget the old stuff of straight angle. Okay, so there is a straight angle right there. Again, I'll just change the symbol so you don't think it's equal to anything. So hopefully you're also telling me 1 plus 3 equals 180. All right, that's 6 equations. That's enough. The point being, just like in the last chapter, come up with something, but for a concrete reason. Okay, go with some of our old stuff, go with our new stuff, come up with an equation and start something. Okay, don't just leave your problems blank. So let's look at a problem that you might see like in the homework. Okay, so on this, we want to write equations for the angles 1 through 5. We want to find x, and we want to find the measure of all numbered angles. Okay, so they're being literal about finding all numbered angles. So here we go, guys. When I look at a picture like this, first of all, I notice the given information to me. That's sitting right here. Okay, I'm not going to put it in the picture. I'm just going to keep asking you about what I just circled. So here's what I know. I know, okay, you're not wrong to tell me that in this triangle, that angle 1 plus 2 plus 4 equals 180. I agree with that. But do you have 1, 2, and 4 given to you? And you do not. That means that's not going to be an equation that will help you. Okay? Likewise, more old stuff. I completely agree with you that that's a straight angle. And therefore, 3 plus 4 equals 180. But notice, you're not given angle 4. So that's not going to help us. Once again, I completely agree with you if you're saying this is a straight angle. Angle 1 plus 5 does equal 180. Again, notice I'm not given angle 5. Okay, so that's not going to help me. So I have to come up with something, guys. That's the information. I have to come up with something that uses only angle 1 or 2 or 3 or all of them together. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you're trying to come up with your equation. All right, so now if I go back, what am I actually seeing? I am also noticing the new stuff. If I highlight it, if I'm looking at the triangle and the extended side to make it an exterior angle, I hope you're seeing that 3 is an exterior angle in this picture. And 3 is supposed to equal 1 plus 2 from what we've just learned today. And notice 1, 2, and 3 are what's given to me. So now I do know that angle 1 plus angle 2 equals angle 3 will be a legitimate equation that I have information for. So replacing angle 1 with this given information of 4x, replacing angle 2 with this given information of 3x plus 3 is supposed to equal the given information of angle 3, so 8x minus 12. I've now written my equation, okay, to be able to solve for x. So I'll go ahead and combine like terms. So I've got 7x plus 3 equals 8x minus 12. And maybe I will do subtract 7x from both sides so that it can be positive. 8 minus 7 would give me 1x. If I add 12 to both sides, I'll get 15. Remember, 15 equals x is the same as x equals 15. So we've taken care of the finding x part. We're also supposed to find the measure of every single angle. Okay, all the numbered angles. All right, so I'm ready to go back over to my equations up top. So I'm just going to plug these in here, but also put them in the picture. So if I plug 15 into angle 1, 4 times 15 is going to give me 60 degrees. So now you're writing it in the picture. If I plug it into angle 2, 3 times 15, 45 plus 3, angle 2 is 48 degrees. Okay, so we'll show those because it does say write an equation for all angles. So we'll go back and do that. So we have 4 times 15 for angle 1. That's where we got the 60 degrees. I'm always just going to put it in my picture to help me out. Angle 2 was 3 times 15 plus 3. 3 times 15, 45 plus 3 is where we got that 48 degrees. Okay. All right, continuing then, angle 3. If I plug it in up there, it's going to say 8 times 15 minus 12. So do 8 minus 15 first, and then subtract 12. You'll get 108 degrees. So angle 3, 108 degrees. And then the others are based on what you know. So angle 4. Well, angle 4 is a straight angle with angle 3. So you should be telling me it is going to be 180 minus 108 since they asked you for equations. And we will get 72 degrees. Put 72 degrees in the picture. And then angle 5. Several different ways you could do it with the new stuff we've learned, but I'm just sticking with old stuff. Again, I have another straight angle there. Okay, not equal to the other one. So angle 5, you should be telling me is 180 minus 60, which equals 120 degrees. And I will go ahead and place that in the picture as well. So now everything is labeled in the picture, guys. The more you can draw in the picture, I think the more it helps you. And just keep writing those equations and practicing with that exterior angle formula.